Hello, I'm Doug, and this is the Taste and Sensibility channel. And today we're at episode number 6 of Popcorn, where we're doing a 4-way taste-off between two kinds of Jolly Time White and two kinds of Jolly Time Yellow. So these are just big bags, 2 pounds, 32 ounces of yellow and white popcorn with no special designation. But then these containers that are slightly smaller and maybe cost more, we have Jolly Time Select for white popcorn enthusiasts, it says on the label. And over here, also 30 ounces, Jolly Time Select for yellow popcorn enthusiasts. And you can see the branding. Oh, there's blue and white mostly coloration on this thing, and this has the same. And then it's orange and yellow with the green cap on this one. So, interesting stuff going on here. And I'm not really brand conscious when I'm buying popcorn, but this struck me as being odd and fairly complete for a mass market type application. So I thought it'd be interesting. So we're gonna nose and taste our way through all 4 of these. But before I get oily fingers, I'm gonna ask you to like this video, leave comments and questions down below, share it with friends, subscribe to the channel, and click on that bell to get notified when the new videos come out. So I've got the big bowls for the select version, and I've got the small bowls for the regular version. So I'm expecting stronger flavors out of the yellows, and I'm not expecting a big difference between those two. And typical white, mild flavors, tender kernels, maybe really crispy and snappy on the whites, but I'm not expecting big differences in flavors. So this is my prejudices starting out. And all 4 were popped the same way just in the last few minutes. 90 grams of popcorn, 2 tablespoons of grapeseed oil, 1/4 teaspoon of salt after it's popped, and steam chased away. And I didn't really find many, there weren't any burned kernels, there weren't any unpopped kernels to amount to anything. So these are good performers. And I'm ready to get tasting. So let's see, I'm going to go from the milder one to the stronger flavors. So I'm going to smell the white regular and just see if I can pick up anything. Oh, there's a cooked oil. You can tell the oil's been hot. Not sure I'm getting anything from the popcorn itself. There's a little hint of a corny note, but mostly it's like hot oil. And then I'm going to smell the white one right next to it. So the Select also has that burnt oil, cooked oil, almost scorched. It's not really burnt, it's not offensive, it's just, you can tell it's been hot. I think the smell is the same. So I'm going to go into these on the palette. Jolly Time White. Fairly tender kernels, pretty well salted. Can't say there's a strong corny note. Whites are usually very mild. In that department, I like corn. I think I can detect corn, but maybe not. It's a very light corniness, so I can't say there's much. But it's a good salty snack, so it would disappear, wouldn't it? A very straightforward, light, almost neutral corn flavor, I'd say. So, I think I'm done tasting that. I'll move on to the Jolly Time Select white one. Again, the noses were about the same to me, and these kernels popped up bigger. Same amount, 90 grams of popcorn, unpopped, was an inch or inch and a half taller in my popper for the Select than it was for this. Still the light, almost neutral flavor. It's not super corny. It's very crispy, snappy texture. It's not tough. It offers little resistance to the bite, and I don't think the hulls are going to be much of a problem for most people for this white. So, it's good. I'm not sure I'm detecting any flavor differences between the regular one and the Select. After I saw how they popped it differently, I started comparing the kernels size. Well, that didn't help any. And let's see, I think they're just physically bigger on the Select, which may go directly to a bigger popping volume, a bigger popped volume on the final product. So they may do a selection process for size, and that way end up with a verifiable difference in the final product. But I'm not sure I'm tasting or smelling any difference between them. So a good popcorn. It's very tasty. I've used this Select White for some flavored things that I've done, where I want a neutral palette to paint on. And this is a good one. So, I'm going to go over to the yellow side here. Okay, nose on the regular yellow. Cooked oil. Maybe nearly scorched, nearly burnt. A little deeper flavor. I can't say it's a popcorn flavor or a corn flavor. It's well salted, responds well to the salt. Yeah, I'm not sure it's busting out with corn flavor. So, I'd say the flavor is stronger, but it's a subtle difference. And I'm not sure it's in the corn direction. Which doesn't bother me, but given a choice, I prefer my corny things to taste like corn. So, a little cleanup. Now onto the Jolly Time Select Yellow. Definitely bigger volume. Big kernels to manipulate in your mouth. Plenty of hull activity. People wanting or needing hullless popcorn shouldn't be looking for this. Lost that one. Hulls are big and tough and separate and hang around for a while. And I'm not sure I'd say the corn flavor is any different than over here. It is more flavorful than either white, but minimally so. And it might be corn. It might not. That's hard to say. I would expect a popcorn company with all this production and all this marketing will have a little bit more difference in their flavors. But that's just me. So good snack, as salty snacks go, and it would disappear. Bowls or bags or whatever quantity will disappear with a few people watching something interesting. So, very good. Let me go back the other way. Try the white again. See if the order of the tasting affects anything or makes something stand out. This white is nicely subtle, snappy, crispy. The texture gets my attention more than the slightly stronger flavor over here. This texture is interesting. So that's my favorite part about the white, the select white. And back to yellow. Yeah, I can't say the flavors are popping out of this. Some of the other yellows that we've done have had stronger corn flavors. Some of them, when cooked in this vegetable oil, which is grapeseed oil, have popped out some odd umami, savory, meaty, smoky flavors. And I don't think I'm getting that here. Had a touch of it on the nose. I don't really get that coming through on the palate. So, a little disappointing in that aspect, but either of these would be good for a flavored popcorn, a seasoned popcorn base, or you add your own stuff to it. And you decide what the flavors and additives are to this popcorn. So, not exactly what I expected, but good popcorn. It pops well, it doesn't burn in my hands, and doesn't leave unpopped kernels. So high quality in some ways, and lacking in the flavor department, in my opinion. So I think that'll do it for this episode. So come back for some future comparison, and we'll see you then. Cheers. Pop till you drop.